Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in this video, as you know, that we are going to finally retrieve the user messages, that is to the sender and to the receiver, okay, so that they can see that is what they are going to talk with each other. So yeah, let's do that. So first of all, we need to create a class here, okay, Java class, and the name of this class will be messages. Click OK, and you can see this is our class. And here we need to specify our objects, okay, so it is of string data type, and by object I mean the Firebase, these values which are from, message and type. So here we can say from comma message comma type, because we are going to retrieve this, okay. So what I'm going to do, first we need to add a generate a constructor, so constructor with all these three parameters, and then after that we need to set getter and generate the getter and setter for all these three, okay. So click here and generate, and here we have getter and setter, and select all these three, click OK, and here you can see the getter and setter. Now we need an empty constructor, or you can say a default constructor, and I hope you guys now know how we can create this. So we can simply type the class name, which is messages, then these two braces, and then curly braces. So this is the default constructor. So yeah, that's it for the messages class. Now we need to add another class, which will be our messages adapter, where basically we will retrieve all this type, I mean the messages, the message type, and from whom we are receiving. So we can give it a name as message adapter. Click OK, and our class is created successfully. Here we can, it will basically extends the recycler view, and you can see it automatically import the recycler view class, okay, or you can say this widget.recyclerview dot adapter and put these two angle braces. Now before here we need to access our class by using list, so we can say list, and here we can pass our class which we just created, which is by the name messages, and let's give it a name as user messages list. After that we can say public message adapter, and here we need to pass this list messages, copy this and paste that here, and now here we can say this dot user messages list equals to user messages list. Now after that we need to access our all field of the custom messages layout, okay, which are these controllers basically. So for that, what I'm going to do here, I can simply say public class, let's give it a name as message view holder, and it should extend the recycler view dot view holder, and as you know it needs a constructor, so generate a constructor here, and it has this view object which is item view, and by using this object we can initialize our fields from the chat message layout. So first we have to define that, so we can say public text view. First one is sender message text, and then we have for the receiver message text, then we have an circle image view, so we can say circle image view, and let's give it a name as user, no, it is for the receiver, so let's give it proper name, which is receiver profile image. Now let's initialize this inside our this constructor, so we can say sender message text equals to text view, and by using this item view object we can say find view by id or dot id dot sender message text, and let's copy paste this for the time saving, so we can change it for the receiver and for the profile. So yeah, the second one is the receiver message text, and it is the id for this is receiver message text. For the circle image, we have receiver profile image. Change this to circle image view, and the ID for this we have to confirm, and it is by the name message profile image. So here you can simply type message profile and this will appear, message profile image. So yeah, that's it. Now if you come here you can see we need to pass the message adapter and this view holder class which we just created, which is by the name message view holder. And here you can see it shows us an error, and if you click on this red bulb here you can see implement methods. Click on that and implement all these three methods, which is create view holder, on bind view holder, and get item count. Click on that, and here you can see on create, on bind, and get item count, and this is our message view holder which we created earlier. So yeah, now what next? So first let's move this above, and paste that here. Let's make some space between these methods so that we can clearly understand each and everything easily. So you can see that here in our message view holder we have accessed the controller, which is text view, circle image view, and then we initialize it. But we have to now get this custom message layout as a whole in our on create view holder. So for that I will simply go to this method which is on create view holder, and here we can simply say view, let's give it a name as view equals to layout in flatter dot from parent. First of all, let me tell you, we have a view group object by the name view group and then int I. So by using the view group object we can get the context. After that we can say dot inflate or dot layout dot custom, which is our custom message layout, comma view group comma false, and make sure to put a semicolon here. And here we can simply return this to the message view holder, semicolon, and pass this view to it. And come down here to this get item count method, and here we can return the user message list dot size. That is how much messages is available, so we return the size of that. Now in our on bind view holder we will basically retrieve and display the messages on our these controllers, which is text view and circle image view. So how we can do that? First we need a database reference, so here we can first say private Firebase auth. Let's give it a name as mauth, and then let's create a private database reference, and let's give it a name as users ref. And here in our on create view holder, here we can simply say mauth equals to Firebase auth dot get instance. Now come down to the on bind view holder. Let's first get the current user ID, so we can, and as you know that the user who will be online, he will be the sender of the message, that is he is going to send message to someone. So we can give it a proper name, message sender ID, which will be equals to mauth dot get current user dot get UID messages. Let's give it a name, messages equals user message list dot get pose dot get, and pass this integer I, which is basically for getting the position. So we can pass this I here, and then we can say string from user ID equals to messages dot get from. Then we have to get the type, so we can say from message type equals to messages dot get type. That is either it will be the text or the file. I mean, as I told you, for now we are just working with the text, and this by this way we can get the receiver ID. So once we do that, now by using the user's ref which we created, we can basically retrieve the profile picture of that user. Okay, so we can create a reference Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference dot child, and the child is by the name users dot child from user id, sorry, from user id. So here we can say user ref dot add value event listener, new value event listener. Make sure to put a semicolon here first, and here inside this on data change, first we have to add a condition for the image. So we can simply say if data snapshot, which is for the profile image. As you know, it is optional. Okay, so we have to check either the profile image exists or not. So if the image exists in the database, then we are going to get that image. So we can say a receiver profile image equals to, okay, let's give it a different name because we also use that. Okay, so it will be simple receiver image data snapshot dot child image dot get value dot to string, and then we can display this by using Picasso dot load the receiver image dot into by using this message view holder object, which is by the name message view holder. Okay, so here we can say message view holder dot receiver profile image, which is basically our field name. If I show you, then here, okay, this one. So we are displaying this profile image on that. And in case if the user has no profile image, and I mean if he has not updated the profile image, then we can add a placeholder for that, and then we will display the default profile image for that. So we can say r.dribble.profile image. So yeah, that's it. Now once we do that, what we are going to do now, we are going to display the messages. So here we can say if from message type dot equals to text. So if the messages type is text, then what we are going to do, by using the message view holder object, we are going to set the visibility for the receiver message text dot set visibility to invisible, and the same we will do for the receiver profile image. So change this to receiver profile image, because here we have to apply some conditions. So if from user id dot equals to the message sender id, then it means that this is the sender. Okay, so in this case we can say message view holder dot set message, sorry, sender message text dot set background resource or dot drive dot sender messages layout. And this is basically the layout which we are setting, which we created just earlier in the previous video tutorial. Okay, receiver message and sender message layout. So yeah, after that what we going to do, message view dot sender message dot set text color. But as you know that we are not going to change the text color, we will go with the default color which we are already using, and that is the black color. But if you want, then also you can change the text color from it by simply type here set text color. Okay, and from here you can simply say color dot black, or also you can change any color you want from here. And after that we can say message view holder dot set sender message text dot set text messages dot get message, and this is for the sender. And now we have to check for the receiver. So this is simple, we can simply say else and copy paste this message view holder from here. Okay, copy this and paste that here. And now here we do not want to display the sender message text, okay, so it should be invisible. And we have to make the receiver profile image to visible, and also the receiver text visible here. And then you can copy this from here and we will change it for the receiver. So paste that here and change this to receiver message text, and make sure to change the ID, which is for the receiver messages layout, and the rest will be the same. So yeah, that's all about our this message adapter. Now what we're gonna do is go to the chat activity quickly, and here we can say private. Basically here we are going to retrieve, or you can say fetch the messages. So here we can say list messages, which is our class which we created, and let's give it a name as messages list equals to new array list private linear layout manager. Let's give it a name as linear layout manager. Then we have our adapter class, so we have to create an object of that by the name message adapter. And first of all, come here to the initialize controller method, which is this one, and here we can say message adapter equals to new message adapter and pass the messages list to it. Then we can say user. First let me check what is the name of our recycler view, and we have not initialized the recycler view here, okay. So first let's go to the activity chat.xml file, and the ID for our recycler view is private messages list of users, okay. So let's do that. So here we can say private recycler view. Let's give it a name as user messages list, and we have to cast that here, and we can simply say user messages list equals to recycler view, find view by ID or dot ID dot private messages list of users, linear layout manager equals to new linear layout manager. The context will be this user message list dot set layout manager to the linear layout manager, and then we have to set adapter on our recycler view, which is by the name user message list dot set adapter, and we have to pass the messages adapter to it. And now whenever this chat activity start, we want to display all the messages of the user, okay. So what I'm going to do after this initialize control method, here I can simply say on start, and inside this on start method, by using the root reference which we created in the previous tutorial, I hope you remember that, we have a messages node dot child message sender ID dot child message receiver ID dot add value add child event listener, okay. So whenever the new child is added, it should display to it, I mean it should update and on the screen, and it should show us the message. So we can send new child event listener, and alongside with these methods will be created. First make sure to put a semicolon here, and inside this on child added we can say messages, which is our class, and create an object equals to data snapshot dot get value, put a semicolon, and here we can say messages dot class messages list dot add messages adapter, which is message adapter dot notify data set changed. And now let's run the app to see how it works. So our app is running now successfully, and last time we sent message to Muhammad Ali share, and here we go. Hey, how are you? And how is weather? Okay. Now I'm going to run the app on another Android device so that we can test from both sides, sender and receiver. So from this device, I am going to log in by this user, which is Muhammad Ali share. Okay. So he has only one friend, and that is me, Muhammad Ali. And as you know that on this mobile phone, I am logged in by my own account, which is Muhammad Ali. And if I open this from Muhammad Ali share, then here you can see this is my profile picture, which is the receiver. For Muhammad Ali share, it is the receiver profile picture, and this is the message. Okay, but here you can see we are not displaying the text message. Okay, and for that we have to go back to the Android Studio and go to the messages adapter, and here we just need to, by mistake, here you can see we didn't change the sender message text to receiver message text. As you know, this is for the receiver. Okay, so yeah, let's change this quickly and run the app again on both devices. So our app is running now on both devices. So Muhammad Ali share, and let's Muhammad Ali share, we'll click on my profile. So here we go. I mean, this is perfect. Now let's say I'm going to reply. Okay, I mean Muhammad Ali share will reply to me. So let's say I am fine, thanks, and let's click send, and here we go. And to him you can see this is the profile picture of Muhammad Ali share, and this is the message of Muhammad Ali share. And let's say weather is very cool. Let's click send, and here we go. Okay, and now from here, let's say I'm going to ask how is everything going on PHP projects. So here we go. Here you can see this, and here you can also see that. I mean, this is working fine. This is amazing, and this is incredible. For the sender, you can see we are not going to display any profile image, just like you guys see in WhatsApp. Okay, and this is the background color of WhatsApp. Okay, and for the receiver, there is also no profile image, but here we just display because it's look beautiful. So yeah, that's it for this video, and in the next video I will show you guys one thing, that is whenever I send a message that is, let's say, web projects are going very well and thanks, whatever type. Okay, so if I send the message, then here you can see I mean we have to minimize this keypad, then we have to see the message that is what we send to the other user. Okay, so we will add a proper scroll bar here, so that whenever a new message added, it should automatically scroll the message and it should show us the new message. For now, as you can see, there are only 6 or 5 messages, but let's say imagine if there are more than 100 messages or 1000 messages. So will the user scroll manually, I mean to the bottom, to see the new message? Of course not. So we will fix the scrolling issue in the next video tutorial. Okay, and we will make it more professional. So if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel Coding Cafe. Thumbs up for this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.